this done. So starting from Monday. So coming into at 7:55. There is volume on both sides. Price has been bouncing off of here. Honestly, the best zone to take would be this one. This one here could make it. That would be the best zone to take. Risking that low, risking under the zone should be that candle there, but after that, then I guess there is this zone here. So this one right here. It's not a bad zone to take either, but if anything, we might as well just use this one. But this one, so if we're gonna use this zone here, then we're just gonna risk this candle, this blue candle here. Alright, let's go, and then obviously there is the, not obviously, but you can see price is pretty bullish price action. Let's see how price interacts up here, and then down there for the buys. Prices come back here, very nice rejection actually, very nice rejection. That's all good. I forgot to say it too, so there's the interaction here, and then price was here when we came in, right? So we should have been like, let's see how price interacts at the lows here to move at the lows here too, which it did interact very nicely with. That should have been a nice long risking that low of day, which is this one. So prior to that, we just risk this point here. So that is something like 5 basically. Might make it at least 5. So might as well risk under there. So might as well risk there. This is where it will be handy to have this just ready, you know. So you know you want to risk this low. So for this low you want to risk here, right? So for here, if it's this low, you want to be like, what is 5? 5 is here, right? And so anything inside here, if it was a low, anything inside here was fine. So which is, you got a little bit in there, so you could you probably get filled around this entry, so you'll be fine. It's not that much far from. But if you're deep in here, then you would want to risk, you would want to bring this lower, right? So yeah, anyhow, that's that. So 5 looking for 10. So let's say 10. When the price came here, there was no rejection. So on the way up right now, price has formed just this zone here, I guess. So I want to see how price interacts here now. Ideally, there's also here. So there for this low basically. So there's also here obviously. But yeah, that's the first black candle. Are we out on this trade? If we were in this trade, 10, maybe, most likely not due to spread. Let's see what the next candle looks like. It's actually not bad, so keep going to the long side. Let's see what the next candle. That's pretty bearish. Next candle, not bad, so keep going to the long side until we get a good continuation. I think price is gonna bounce at some point, so I'm not gonna stress myself. So on the way down here, price formed this base kind of, and then rejection, very nice rejections here. This was not a bad hedge right there. When I was pulling back up to this base kind of, so risking higher day. It didn't really, it's not the best base, so checking up there, very nice rejection. So after that second hand, it's not a bad idea. So again, you want to do 5. Well, I think price is gonna continue to the upside, but it wasn't a bad idea to take that. So price forming some kind of base here. That's good. So I want to get out of this short now. If we get a pullback, it's a nice pullback. There you go. I'm out of this short there, break even because I wasn't even this base. Sure, but it's not the best base. I want to see how price interacts here and here for the short opportunities. I guess you could say here for the highs. So that was actually really good there. Actually really good there. So let's say we're in short here, hedged, risking 5, so it's way higher than the highs. And we have this base that formed here, low, low. So this is not a bad rejection here at all. That's nice. I'm still eyeing this candle for like this low, or then you'd be risking down here anyway. So it'd be like a 10 risk or something. Oof. Or 6, not bad. 1205. Price is rejecting up here. Nice. So this was taking profit. Assuming you took this short here. This should have been here. So then interacting down here. But price already found at this point could have, you may have been this long here, added there, but risking down there. But because it's actually very, I don't know what to use. I think I'll just use here. So if you did take a short, but if you did take a short here, you're like, there's this whole base you're going against though. That's the thing. But let's say you took a short here on that big wick, and then you get boom boom, you get this candle. This candle should be like, okay, let me get out my short, and let me probably even take it long at that candle there. That's what you should be thinking. But hey, sometimes it's not just perfect. Good volume. Nope, no continuation. Is that the continuation there? Oh, interesting. But good volume though. And these are two. That's never freaking 1 o'clock, man. It's the weirdest. Like end of day is the weirdest shit. Absolutely the weirdest shit. That should be end of day, end of day. Obviously you're breaking on, that's it. End of day, weirdest shit, man. Weirdest shit. Usually you got stopped at the top if you held this. You got stopped literally at the top. Crazy. But yeah, this did not get continuation, and then there was this kind of very bearish though. Pretty nice. But we're not taking trades anymore basically. Share not those type of trades. Alright, let's go to the 1 hour. Let's go to the 1 hour and yeah. Fast forward. 4, 5, 6, no volume. Alright, so this is December 29th. I think at some point in January there will be a holiday. Let me check. January 1st or 2nd. I think 1st or 2nd. If it's a whatever, I think there'll be a holiday. Whatever. Probably in the Thursday of this week that we're on right now. Alright, so price has not much bullish volume. So not much bullish volume on the day, to be honest. So we'll be careful with our long. That's a very nice one. Very nice candle though. It's rejecting here nicely. in here. Could risk down here. Could risk down here. So about 10 probably. Because price is rejecting this base here. No, I say we take a risking down there. It's not a bad play at all. Because price did run up from here. Run up from here. So let's see that run up. Damn. How repulsive. So they also that's the thing with bullish. So you have to wait. When there's no bullish volume on there, you have to wait for price to really form its own bullish volume. Okay. Oh gee. There is now this base here. It's not the best base, but it is what it is. So that's volume there now. Good volume, very good volume. So I want to see price, how price reacts in this area down here. For the long, here we don't really like this space, so we're not going to use it. So we're waiting for price to get up here. So waiting for price to get up here. And then we're looking for price, see how price interacts around here really. For the long and for the short, that's it. Good rejection, but it's only one candle. That's the thing. I know sometimes one candles work perfectly. Like they just are the ones you wanna have. You know, I've seen this happen many times. I'd have to take that trade, man. Taking that trade, risking this low. So behind that low, no, is this low down there. So risking. I'm risk at least 5. Might as well. So 5 looking for 10. 10 is up here. Another break even on it. Not yet break even. Not yet break even. Not yet break even. So we lost down, and that's fine. That's an okay loss. Oh yeah, and that thing too. Why did I miss this? But price, we know this base was there. Price dropped down to this point from here. So you want to see how price interact. I didn't even watch it. I want to see how price interacts around this area. So rejection, 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 black candle, and next candle there. This should have been a hedge right there, because next candle there was bearish. At that blue candle there, it should have been a hedge. So your hedge, you're risking that high, and so for that high, you just want to put it there. So 7. Looking for 14. Yeah, I think we get 14. There you go. Yeah, I kind of missed that. I don't know why. I don't know why, man. I don't know why, man. I don't know why, man. Because if we took the hedge, at very least, if we take profit on the long, we get profit. If we take profit on the short, we get profit, right? Like, we'll be up 10% regardless of the loss. And if we took the liberty to close this long here, around here, maybe at this candle with that rejection, or maybe at this candle, then we would have had 20% gain. Right, anyways, we're here now. Like this rejection, like the lows. Volume has come into the long side now, so I'm not afraid of taking a long trade. Long trade right there, risking that low, so that's where price ran up from. And so because I'm risking that low, so might as well risk 5, so 5 basically. Let's say it's 5. I did want to wait for the next candle though, but I didn't. Sometimes you just make some stupid decisions, man. And you know, 5. Waiting for see how price interacts up here. It's also a base here, but I think price will go higher. Seeing that price interacts up here. This is a nice base. It actually has breakout structure to the upside, so time here is 12:20. 12 o'clock. Price is really. So assuming this is the base here, right? So this blue candle is basically the whole base. Price comes in, rejects. Not the worst rejection on this blue candle here, but it's not the best. Comes up again, rejects, but I didn't give a second rejection. I don't think I take that. Price looks like it wants to break to the downside though. We haven't really gotten our reason to hedge yet. There you go, baby. So yeah, what I was saying is if I took the trade here instead, because prior candle wasn't the best, so I don't know why I took the trade there, but anyhow, I took the trade here instead, risk, and so now we're now about the same length as this low, right? Oh no, this low here, this one here. So we're risking this low, the lower low. So using that low as our risk, we'll have to risk here, and that is that's way less than 5. So we could just take this. So even though we're using this low, so we're just risking 5 still, looking for 10, last. Looking for price to come up to 10 around. So we just took profit around here. That's it. And as we took profit, end of day madness occurs. So we're looking for 10 from here, which we get here. Alright, that's Tuesday. Go to Wednesday. 4, 5, 6. No volume. Alright. Coming on in day. There is no bearish volume at all. So given that there's no bearish volume, there's a base forming here. We don't want to take in any short until there is bearish volume. There is bearish price action though, but no bearish volume. And I say, if we see a nice black candle, well, we didn't. It's not a bad reject, but now I think we take it long here. Oh, the prior candle was bad. Sorry. And that is bearish volume. So given that price ran up from here, we want to see how price interacts here. And see how price interacts here. And we use this low, so basically here. We'll just use this low here. Go straight up. Even give an entry. And yeah, so we also want to see how price interacts here now. Nice rejection. Prior candle wasn't the best though, but that rejection was really good. Oh, I knew that rejection was really good. It's just so good, so good. Plus, this price has been dropping from this area, you know. And so for this point that we're looking at, we wanted to see. So we're using this low of day because for this point here, we didn't want to use this low. Depending on where price is. So depending on where price is here, we'd use the price went up, would use this low. Like, well, we won't take this trade. Price was like here, would use this low, so technically this low. And for this one, price is here, we could use this high, so technically just the high there. So just higher day. So price is here, we just use higher day, so 5 at bare minimum, right? Looking for 10. Price has broken through this point. Price has broken through this point. It did run up from here still. It has run up again. Since price has broken, would have to wait, honestly. We'd have to wait to see how price interacts here now. And prior candle wasn't the best too, so it's not like that's a short trade. and now we just need to see our price interacts here. So now for sure we're losing this high basically and stuff. It's a good rejection. Oh, prior candle. Next candle broke the prior candle, so have to wait. Very interesting. If you're in short here, you're still. If you're in short here, you're still. You can. Not yet break here. Not yet. Not yet. Price is really. So this base has formed now. This base has formed very interesting. Very, very interesting. I'd have to take it long. I wish I took this long here though. Came rejected. Nice rejection. So we're risking this low here. So that low there. Or at least 5. So at least 5 all the way down. That would have been nice if you took this trade here. So now you're just watching because this. So now you're hedged in, just watching. I think price is gonna go down, but you're hedged in watching. But because if price is gonna break this, it's going to be crazy, like just straight up. If this is the way price is trading, after you get in this short, because the range is not that much, so you get in this short and you get in this long, you're just done. You're not looking for any trades anymore. Price breaks to the downside. There you go. So if you're using 5 here, you get 10 here, and you lose your 5 on this one. So around the same time, so you make 10%. But now, at least now you know where the hell price wants to go, and you didn't have to play through all of this, right? Well, you can kind of see this base formed here, pushed to the downside. Lots of rejection whenever it went up. So you kind of see that oil price wants to go to the downside. You can kind of see it. But there's still as much bullish volume as there was bearish volume though. So now that price is here at this base, and we are now out of our trades. I don't see why we're not taking in this long here. Risking down here, and or at least 5. So 5 here. Alright, you can have a trade there. It's already 140. Oof, that would be nice to wait 2 more candles there. Just get out there. Because when taking this long here, could wait for a move all the way. Looking for a move all the way back up there, right? So price pushed back down. So price got volume here, pushed back down. Nice rejections here. And then continue pushing. I mean, let's take it at that black candle. So if you get that black candle now, you're risking this low. So at least 5, so you just take that 5 there. And then you end up getting like 6 or something. Because you expect price to come to this area. And that was the last candle, so you might as well just get the second last candle. Alright, let's go to Thursday. Four, 5, 6, no volume, 7. Thursday is December 31st. I think that's a holiday. No, I guess the day before 31st of December is not a holiday, so it's a normal day. Day before the New Year's Eve is not a holiday apparently. Thought it would be, but psych. Alright, so first off, we're coming and we see this is what price is doing. Lots of bullish price action, some bearish volume, barely any bullish volume, but it's there. Compared to day, it's there. So price is bouncing off of here right now. Let's see how price interacts when it comes back down to the wicks. Otherwise, let's see how price interacts at this base here. I guess this is the main base here. So I want to see how price interacts up here for a short, and then up there for another short. So it literally goes up there. I don't mind this short. Risking this high is there. Our candle did have some rejection, so let's take that short because we did get to this point, right? Oh, barely missed it. I guess we gotta wait because we barely missed it. But if you're impatient, you can always take that trade, right? But I'd wait for us to get to that point because I am patient. Shut up, Michael, you bloody ass liar. So now this was price trading. I'll wait for price to come down here. There's kind of a base from this black candle to this blue candle wick, but just wait for price to come down to this wicks here. Came down, rejected nicely. Prior candle wasn't the best. Wait for another. So I guess it's a really nice trade. So we're risking the high literally. At least 5 again. Looking for 10. But I don't think we're getting 10. So nice rejection. So I'll take this long here. Risking at least 5, right? So bare minimum at least 5. So that's where we're risking. Sure would have been nice if we're in this short, but can always move on without it, I guess. Interesting. So why should we not have taken this here? Oh, this was the first trade, and then this was the second trade. So on this here, you could add to your trade. I think we take that trade and we add here, not take the trade. I think it's not a bad add. Risking at least 5. So now you want to see how price interacts at this base here. That's not a base color, it's kind of. It's quite interesting how tattered price is right now. So if you're taking that short, you'd have obviously been, if you're in this short, you'd have been break even at this point. So, and if you're in this looking for 10, you're almost there. And in this looking for 10, you're also almost there. But given the way price is trading, now but price has formed this base here, so it's not bad. Just watch. There you freaking go! This was break even, but this is not. So you get a 10 on the long, and then you get a 10 on this long. So that's 20%, 20%, that's 40% on the day if you took this like that. Because the reason why I'm more bullish on the day was because of the way price has been trading, to be honest. I don't know, it just felt more bullish. Plus the day itself, let's just forget about the price as trading. The day itself, there was more bullish price action. Not much, like this was a good bearish volume, but when this kind of happened and stuff, bullish volume came in. So when price came here, this is 1.1 to watch. We got our entry. When price came here, this is another point, this wicks here. This is not a bad entry, and you're risking the all low. And for this one, you'll be risking about this low, right? Ideally, we don't like to. Honestly, ideally, we don't like to add into losers. So just forget this trade. I say we forget this trade. I also think so. The only reason why I'm thinking this may not have been a trade is because this candle broke this volume candle. Yeah, it broke it to the downside. But then after that, this nice candle formed. So it's like it's not a bad trade still. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see this as a bad trade. Maybe not on the first candle, maybe on the second candle. If that didn't happen, then maybe we would have waited for price to come down to the lows and see This was a very, very good candle, but I don't see this as a battery. I just let it be. But it's not. So given that this happens, we're not break even here up until this point. We're not break even, then we take profit. And obviously this one we're break even. So it came back up here. We're break even, and then we got our 20%. I don't think we get 40. I don't think we take this trade. I don't want to be adding to losers. Rule number one: don't add to losers. That's just. It's not like it's a bad thing to add to losers. It's just because I'm risky. I want to risk I'm putting in each trade. If I add to a loser and I lose both of them, that's a 20% loss immediately. It's not too bad though. It's not too bad. It's not too bad though. Saying it out loud, 20% loss. Not too bad, because if you made that profit, it's a bare minimum of 40% profit. You know? Bare minimum of 40% profit. And then price from this base. Actually, there was this base here, eh? Price came back to this base. Nice rejection on this candle. Price candle wasn't the best though. So, but the base was up here, up to this point. So this candle wasn't a bad entry though. If you enter on this candle, risking here, it's not a bad entry. Oh, 5. So looking for 10. Huh. So if you, yeah, it's not. But the thing is, I'd not want to enter because I'm not breaking on this one yet. What if I take a trade down here? %20 loss, eh? I don't know, that doesn't sit well for me. But if I was in this short though, if I was in this short and I get in this long and it comes down, then I don't mind adding if I'm in this short already. Because that just means that if I make this profit, so this one I'm risking looking for 10, right? If I make the profit, if I'm gonna lose this trade too, then I'd likely profit on this one. That'll just be break even. So 20% losing 20%. I'll be break even myself a profit on the whole thing. But if this wins because of the direction, then that would be a nice TP of 40%. Right? And then you come and break even here, then this becomes break even. Then this is not break even here. And given that you're above this, you could add here. So now you're really risking 20% on the day. So, but for this one, you're risking just down to 5 down here. But now you're risking 30%. So you're risking 20%, but you're in with 30%, and you're looking to make 60% on the day. That's not a bad trade though. But yeah, these are the entry points for this day. This one here is like, I won't get in first of the price kind of not all the best, but and then there wasn't any real entry to the short side, honestly. There was not any re-entry either. I can't believe I missed this base. I saw this base, but I missed this one. This base was just a form of the. It was an after formation of this, and this one aligned with this one too. So this one was way stronger. Hmm? Keep going. It's not a base really. It looks like one, but it's not for me. This is why if you had a couple different trades, you could hold one. You know, if you took your profit on this one because it was the first one, took your TP here, and then you're holding this one, right? And then this one's risking 5, you get 20. You know, risking 5, you take it at 20. On this one here, you're risking 5 too. 20 is here, so let's say you take it at 20 on this one first, and then you're holding this one still. At what point do we sell? Well, it's the point where we see the price may want to drop. Right there, the continuation of the bearish momentum. That's where we sell. What that price goes continues from that. It's not our business, but that's that right there. It's not a bad place to sell. There is this base here. You could have put your stop loss here. It's up to you, but that right there is not a bad place to sell. If you did hold, then so we already sold this one, sold this one, sold this one. 20, 25, 30. So 30 risking 5. That's 6x, 6R. So you make 2R, you make 2R, and then so that's 10. You make 20, that's 4R, and then you make 6R. That's you make 20%, you make 40%, and then you make 60% on these trades. That's not bad at all. Not bad at all. If you took all three. Whatever. Going Friday. Oh, there's no trading on Friday. Alright, so that's it for now. And that's probably it for today, honestly. I'm gonna keep. Let me just play the Friday real quick. I don't think it's trading Friday. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa. Oh. Oh my god, bro. They need to stop doing that, man. So the last day, I thought it was Friday, but it's Monday. It's already Monday. And this is what? 6. There's no volume, so they need to stop doing that, man. Went straight to Monday. Oh gee. So trading comes from Monday. We'll come back to it probably tomorrow. By then you'd have forgotten all what you saw. I'm already forgetting it already. So what's it called? Come back tomorrow. Yeah. And then Monday is also a holiday, so next trading day is Tuesday. Tuesday is the next trading day. Annoying. What is shit. Let's try and be positive every day. Let's try. Risking it all. Risking it all. I'm just gonna keep looking at charts, and obviously I'm just gonna be thinking in my head. So from now on, from this point, I've not ended the stream. So from this point, I'm going to be thinking in my head while looking at charts. If you wanna look, I'll leave the stream on for that specific purpose. But otherwise, you can click out right now. I probably won't say much. I may say some stuff, but I probably won't say much after this. The difference between this one here and this one here is on the way down. Yes, he formed this base, but see, it was more single when he came back, and then on the bounce, he went right back up, even broke the base, right? And then yeah, I formed something here again, but at this point you can see there was bullish volume on this one's here. He had this consolidation, broke down, tried to bounce back up, but didn't, and then made a lower low before he could even bounce back up. This one did not try to bounce back up at any point. He had bullish price action, yes, but he did not try to bounce back up at any point. The moment he tried to bounce back up, it went straight to the base and broke it. This one tried but failed, so it made lower high. Tried to bounce, it broke the low, and tried to bounce back up, and then came back down again. That was where we were like, okay, it's probably very bearish, because now it's formed a lower high, base, base, lower high, and lower low. And you could say, oh, why didn't you add to your long here? This is very different from this here. This one went up, and on the way up it created this base, and it had this low. So on the way down, we're like, let's get in here at this base. And when you broke the base, yeah, I found the base, but this is also, look at it move up, look at it move up. So we're like, let's get in here again, risking out this low. That makes more sense than this one here. Look at, there's a nice move up and there's a nice move up, yes. But when it came down, it didn't give us any long opportunities. It came down again, still didn't give us any long opportunities. There was this candle, yes, but prior candle was very bearish, and I'm even thinking we should have actually got, because this candle had nice rejection, and this one was very bearish. So we could have gotten in on this one here, and so there was no entry here, and there was no entry long here. It pushes back up, breaks this base to the downside, and now it's done. So now it's done a lower high, two lower highs, and this third high was very thick, basically. So it pushes down. We get in long here because, well, yeah, sure we have this, but it could always go retest it. Is the idea. So with this rejection, so we go in long, but then it comes, tries to retest it, breaks down to the downside. So there's a lot of rejection, obviously. So try it again, doesn't work. If you didn't get out of your long at this point or at this point, you should have gone out somewhere here, man. Should have gone out somewhere. If you didn't get out after it broke down, fine. But with this bearish candle like this, you probably want to get out of your long on this blue candle right there. Because that blue candle had some rejection. That blue candle could be said to be the beginning of this downtrend. Obviously you don't get 10 from that blue candle, but that's fine. There was no real place to add to your long here even. So this is a base, yes, but it's not a drop base drop, it's just a base, but so we call that a high. So if you're going to add to a trade on this base, you want price to come and retest these wicks here, ideally. Ideally, right? It's not every time, because right now price is very interesting. Not as though it's clean. It's not clean. Like there was also a day here. This one, so price from the base. So you technically want a price come and retest these lows here, right? But it had volume, it came down. We wanted price to retest this. This can be called a base. This whole thing here, blah blah. So we had this rejection. We got in this candle, risking this below the base. So you don't raise this blue candle here or this low. You might as well just raise this low. And this one I think you'd want it to be at least 5-2 or at least 10. So you might as well just raise this low, right? So we're risking this low here, and then for this one price come and retest here. But price didn't get there. It found some nice momentum and then tried to break it, but very good rejection. That was also not a bad entry, right? That right there. For that one, I could break it a little bit versus for this one. For this one, I would want price to come up there. Yes, price came here and rejected off of this quote unquote base, but I don't know, it's just not me. But if you wanted, there was an entry at this blue candle right here. This blue candle was an entry, risking this low, so therefore this high, right? So before you even got in the long, you'd have gotten a second entry for your short. So it would have been this risking here. So risking 2 points, so at least 5, looking for 10. You don't get 10, but you get something close. If you are in two shorts, you probably will be hesitant to close your shorts, right? So and that's fair. So if you're in these two shorts, it will be paramount that we go in this long. But after this, it'll be like, okay, maybe this long is not going to work. You may not even get in a third short, but again, you want price to test the bases or test the highs before you want to get in any type of shorts or any type of trades. So for this base or this high here, you want a price come around there. Yeah, it is a base. There was no real rejection, so there was no real entry before the base. And this one, the reason why we don't mind getting in because of this bearish price action here, and it was pretty full to the end. Is why, sure, we could take the end. So the other entry to hard rejection, sure. Otherwise, you really want price to come to the highs before you enter that trade. So just like this here, but at this point, the prior candle, not much rejection to the downside compared to the wick at the bottom. For this Tuesday, came in at 8 o'clock. Let's look under here. We're waiting for price to get here, but waiting for price to get here. From this base, pushes down. No volume yet. Volume came in here. Push down. We get in there on the long side. But yeah, power candle wasn't the best, but we've seen it a lot where. But I don't know. Maybe we shouldn't have got it in. Man, let's just try and stick as much as possible. Just give me a second. Think right here, Michael. If you really look back, the amount of trades you've missed because of the fact that there was no 2 prior candle rejection is like maybe for every 10 trades you miss 1 like that. So think here, Michael. Should you really take those trades on a day like this? Where is it? This day here. Yeah, this was a fine candle. It wasn't the best. There was rejection at the bottom still. There was some used like a doji, so it's not one of those other type of candles. It's not the best, but so you could have gotten here. It was volume already on the day, so getting in on this candle, you can say it's also a prior rejection. It's fine. So that was a good trade. You know what, Michael, just like so here we had the black, and then this was the candle that said, okay, let's get in on the short. Just like, oh yeah, we literally had an example. It was this week. Yeah, it was this one right here. We had the black, and then it says, let's get in on the short right there. Good to know, good to know, good to know. Got in long here, you can get in on this one, you're not even trading here. So you get a clock. Got in short here. For this short, this is where you should have had this. So you wanna get in here. You wanna risk, so you have these highs here. Ideally you wanna use the high, but you wanna risk at least 10. Right? So let's see. Forget the at least 10 for now. At least 5 for sure always, but forget the at least 10 for now. We have this high here, right? And waiting for price to get to that line and reject, and you want to use the high, right? But because if it was this high not formed, they only use the prior high. It's a little hard on this one, because why are we using this high? Why are we using this high? What is the reason? What is the reason we're using the high? However, if I say at least 10, then it works, because that high is, well, even above it is 10. I mean, given the range that price could go to, saying at least 10 is not a bad idea. Saying at least 5 on these ones. But the range that price could go to wasn't the best. It wasn't 10, right? 10. I guess it could reach 10, given that it could come here, so it could reach 10. So saying at least 5 is not a bad idea. So if you had this already drawn, you'd be like, well, price could definitely come here. So if you want to say at least 10, it's not a bad idea. But yeah, for sure. So if it was this risking higher day, doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense for it to be a risk. So basically, you could say, oh, because if this was, I mean, here, you're risking the base above that base over here. So you're risking the high above that high. Above this high would be technically there, but that doesn't make sense. At least 5, put it up here. But that doesn't make sense either, given the range that price is trading. That's why this high comes into play. So you want to risk at least that high, at least 10. So if you see at least 10, then it brings it up here. So when price closes down there, you have to check, okay, what's the distance by 1. So you reduce this by 1 on your account, or you just bring this down by 1, and then you take your trade for 10 once the candle closes. So you'll be risking probably by 1, so reducing this by 1 here, risking there. So right about mid of this candle here, if you said at least 10. Makes sense to be at least 10 though, from when you came. At 8, price had already had this range. The price coming back up here, saying at least 10 is not bad. And then same thing, so at least 10 for the day, it's not bad. At least 10 for the day. So when price came down here, you're supposed to use this lower price already broke that low. There's no other low to use, so you're gonna risk below. So at least 10. So done. So but we didn't know price would be here. We wanted to use this lows here, so coming into this lows at least 10 right there under the red line. Price goes and closes a little bit above, probably by another one. Oh, I guess it's by 2. You want to increase it by 2, so you increase your stop loss by 2 and then you run into your trades. Done. At this 10, looking for 2 hours. By then you've already taken your profit on the long, on the short, and then now there's this long. Price finds the stuff here. So with this, you know you're risking higher there. That's it. Like you don't even need that one. We way more than 10 already. You know you're risking higher there. That's risking 20 almost. So 18. Price pushes down. They get in here because of price action. Risking higher there. Price pushes down. Breaks this low. Don't see why you're not breaking even, to be honest. Assuming you're not breaking even, then you make 10% that trade. You make 20, you make 10%, and then but when price broke down here, pushes up back to these wicks here, reject. That's the thing. You're in this trade here, you're in this trade here. It's pretty close. Pretty darn close. If you took this short, however, price pushes up. I don't know. I don't think we take this short, man. Your price at this come here. It does basically. Nice rejection. We did take this short on that day though. It's not a bad short, so you're risking this high above the high, so this candle, right? 11, which is basically 11. So, but price comes down here. So now we have this run, and now we have this run. For this run, we have this wick here. So price comes again, it rejects. So it's like, is it really worth? So if you took this short here, then you should have taken this long. Right? If you took this long now, you're risking this low, so now at least 10 again. And then price continues again. But this drop is not that much, right? This move is okay. This drop is okay. But this drop is not that much. So you're not gonna take this. And then so you wanna see price actually you still wanna see price reject from here, which it does, pushes down and then breaks. Now it breaks, you're like, okay, rejection, pushes down again, and then it pushes back up. At this point, I don't see why you're not getting a break even on your short. On this short here, 1, 2, this long that you took here. After this push, you should break even on this long here. That's 2. And then now this long that you took here is about the same point, so you're breaking even on both. Right? And so you are still left, you are now only left with longs on your day. Right after this candle, and then this candle happens, and God bless you, right? So you're risking at least 10 on this trade, you get 20. You're risking at least 10 on both trades, you get 20. 20 here, stop that, and then now you're waiting for price. Price has now broken basically. So you know that price, you have a feeling that price will at least break this high. So it breaks the high, very nasty rejection. Don't like that rejection. It's 1 o'clock. But you could put your stop loss here or here, and then just hold it down for the rest of the day. Now when I'm risking at least 10, you get 30. And you didn't quite get 30. You didn't quite get 30, but you close it here. It's not a bad trade still. Almost 30, about like, you get 27%. Right? high, low, higher high, higher high, and then he made a lower low once, pushed back, made a high, pushed down, made a higher high. So you couldn't necessarily say that, okay, short, high, lower low, short, high, lower low, or high, lower high. If you're looking at the bodies, right? I don't know, but if you're looking at the wicks, high, lower low, lower high, lower low. You could argue it's on a downtrend, so why are you leaving your longs? But I see a bullish price action. I see bullish price action happening. That's what I see. I may have been wrong, right? I mean, because at this point, when I close my short, I put everything as break even. So I may have been wrong, and I'll just break even, and that's fine. We just look for another trade, right? So we close this short here. Oh, and remember there was also this short, right? There was also this short. So when this broke, nice rejection. I don't know. Even during the day, even like on the day, on Friday that passed, and I traded this. I did have a short here, and I did close it on this count. Like I don't know. I just felt it was a bit more bullish day. So on live, if I had a short here, I would close it here, and I'll now have just this shorts and these longs, right? So there's this short and this long, and then this candle will happen, and then maybe this candle will happen. So this short was risking higher day, and then this candle will happen, and then maybe I close my short here, or I close my shorts here. I don't know. Oh, another thing too, we getting this long here. We get a move up, push back down, and at this point, this long is break even actually. So when we took this short, we only had we didn't have this long anymore. Oh, there you go. We didn't have this long anymore. So I don't think we take this short, honestly. I don't think we take this short. I think we take this long. So now we have this move here. So now we have this long and this short. Now we're talking. I don't think this short, unless you're not in a trade, it's not a bad short. But at this point, is where you're like, damn, what's happening? And that's what I felt on that day. So when this kind of happened, I just got out my short. So we have this short, and then this happens. We do see it. So, but we take this long. Now we're hedged because there was a break of structure here, as much as there was a break here. But this had a lot of rejection going back down. But there's a break of structure here, so I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to re-enter. I don't want to have two shorts right now. So I get in a long here, hedged it, and so hedged it. So if it's just 10, shit. If it's just 10, the already skin. It's just down here. But this is about 6. So yeah, 10 is about 4 on that, which is not bad. So hedged it here, and then after this broke and this pushes back, nice rejection, but it's like you broke this structure, you created a new structure to the upside again. So this kind of rejecting like this, I don't know. I'm more eager to close the short than close the long, to be honest. For the but I'll be like let's see price interact here before we get in second hedge for the short, and we don't get a reason to hedge a short, so we just have the long in the end. So we have the 20% here, sorry, 20% here. This is the break even here, and then this long risking probably 10 or 11, and then we get 20, which is here. So that's a very very good profit. So because only that one, we can hold it anyway. So 20. And that's it, and we don't get any points anywhere to add anymore for a short. We'll be waiting for price to come to this point here, to this point here, and it doesn't come there. At this point it does this black candle, and then there was no continuation. So, and after that I did tell my brother too that we'll be waiting for price to come to this. There was at that point I was like yesterday. I think it's this one. Yesterday's high here. I think it's this one. I'm not sure. I don't think, but there was yesterday's low. There was a red candle, and then there was something else. I can't remember what it was. Or maybe just the low and the red candle. But yeah, we're waiting for price to get into that base there, or to reject that base there. We still didn't get that either. So either this high or this base, which is very close to each other, and then obviously we're risking up here for the base that ends here. We're risking up here, and this is at that point where price can reject from again too. So we didn't get it, the price to move up to those points for us to retake a short. So there was this long break even. There was this short break. This short was, it may not have been break even, to be honest. It may not have break even, but this long for sure. This short may not have been break even. May not. May have been a 10% game here, 20% here. That's 30% a day, and that's fine. That is fine. But this short went down, and then we pulled back down again. I don't see why we're not break even though, because we're up here. For it to come and break this, it's actually mad. So, but whatever. Let's say we're not breaking even, and this kind of happens, and then I don't know, at this particular candle, I want to get out of the shorts. Not because it's the most bullish candle, but just because it looks like it's respecting this base here that's formed on the rally, base, rally, and this is kind of a low too. So, but yeah, whatever. That's it for tonight. Time to go sleep. Gotta exercise again tomorrow.